Hello and welcome back to my channel, which is all about style and confidence for the 50+ woman. In this video I want to talk about creating a capsule wardrobe from scratch, because I know it's something that a lot of you would like to do but you just don't know where to start. So I thought in this video I would give you some of my tips for getting started. And the first thing that I quite often get asked is, do I start with which colours to put into the capsule, or do I start with which items to put into the capsule? Well, what I would suggest is that you go a step further back than that, because what you need to do first of all is to determine what you want this capsule wardrobe for. Now, I don't necessarily agree with this concept of, say, the 10 item wardrobe or having this 333 wardrobe. I'm not even sure what that actually means, but I know there are a few different methods out there that people use to put a capsule wardrobe together. But what I want you to think about is, if that's right for one person, it might not be right for you, because we are all different. So my capsule wardrobe could have a lot more or a lot less items in it than yours does. So what you really need to think about is how many outfits do you want to create from this capsule? And also, do you want to have multiple capsules? So maybe you have one core capsule that takes you right the way through the year. You might have a few essential items in there that you can wear for all 4 seasons, and then perhaps you have a smaller summer capsule wardrobe and a smaller winter capsule wardrobe that can combine with those pieces. So you could swap out the winter or summer pieces depending on the season. So that's one thing to think about. Do you want to have a core capsule? Do you want to have seasonal capsules? Now, the other thing that you might want to think about is if you work, do you want a separate work capsule wardrobe? Now, typically most people will find that they can overlap some pieces from a work capsule wardrobe to a home capsule wardrobe. And I would probably recommend that that's what you do, because obviously you're going to get more wear out of those pieces. You're going to get better cost per wear from them, which is really one of the things that capsule wardrobe should do for you. It means that you get to wear everything that's in the wardrobe much more, rather than having odd pieces in there that don't go with anything else. And if you do have those, which I call orphan pieces, then I will link the video that I made about that. But anyway, so think about, what do you want this capsule wardrobe for? It could be that you do a lot of entertaining or a lot of socialising, so you want a lot of outfits that you can wear to go out that are a bit more dressy. So you might have a dressy capsule wardrobe and a casual capsule wardrobe. And again, as I said, what you can do is mix pieces from one into the other if they work for both. So a blazer perhaps might be something that would be in a work capsule wardrobe, but you might move it into your casual capsule wardrobe and wear it with a pair of jeans or chinos at the weekend. So as I said, step 1 is to really think about what you want your capsule wardrobe for, and therefore how many outfits you want to have in it. Once you've done that, you've got an idea of what it is you're actually creating. And then you can start thinking about what sort of items you want in there. So if, say, you're creating a capsule wardrobe which you want to have for work and weekends, you might pick a pair of navy blue trousers, and they're going to be a core piece in this capsule that you're then going to find other pieces to go with. So it might be that you start with pieces that are essential items and perhaps in neutral colours. Another way that you could look at it is that you start, say, with a neutral colour. So it might be that you want to build your capsule around a neutral of perhaps navy and a second one of cream. It might be that you want to create a capsule wardrobe that's based around a particular item, as I said, or it might be that you want to base it around a certain set of colours. So you might have a print that you absolutely love and you want to base your capsule wardrobe around those colours. And of course in this blouse we've got a neutral of navy, we've got a neutral of ivory, and then we've got some accent colours of orange and peach. So I might want to start with something like that and then think about how many items I want in each of the colours and what those items are going to be. I have several methods that I use when I'm creating a capsule wardrobe, or several methods that I teach my clients to use, and one of them is to base it around a favourite print. Another one is to base it around a neutral. Now I won't go through all of them in here. If you are interested in getting a lot more detail, I have just created a course called the Capsule Wardrobe Blueprint, and it takes you step by step through creating a capsule wardrobe. It gives you the different methods and the different start points, so whether it be with a colour, whether it be with an item, whether it be with a print. It also helps you to work out with a formula how many items you actually need in each colour, how many pieces you need in a capsule depending on what type of capsule wardrobe you're creating, as well as lots of examples. So just to give you another idea of creating a capsule wardrobe around a print, I pulled out this blouse because it's got lots of colours in it, which I think is brilliant, because the one nice thing about this blouse is that I could take it into a warm capsule wardrobe, i.e. somebody with a warm skin tone, or I could take it into a cool capsule wardrobe for somebody with a cool skin tone. So if I just bring that up a little bit closer, hopefully you can see all of the colours that are in there. So what I might start to do, if it was for a warm capsule, is it's got this lovely olive green in it. So I could pull in some pieces in that olive green. So I've got a cardigan, I've got a pair of jeans, and then it's got a little bit of sort of mustard saffron in there. So I could pull in a jacket perhaps in that, which would go with the jeans and with the blouse. It's also, obviously it's cream. I could make it a little bit more dressy by adding cream trousers with it. And then just to show it going the other way, it also has some lovely blues in it. So I've got a really pretty blue that works with it. It's got navy, so I could bring in some navy as well. I could bring in those navy trousers that I showed you earlier. It's also got a little bit of pink in it, and it's got quite a strong rose colour as well, which I don't actually have, but again that could perhaps be a jacket or a skirt or a pair of trousers. So that's one way of creating a colour palette for your capsule wardrobe from a print. Now, as I've said before, when you create a colour scheme for a wardrobe, whether it be that you're adding in colours into your wardrobe, which again I've made a video about and I will link for you, but if you're starting from scratch, then I would always recommend that you have at least 3 items in a particular colour, and if it's a neutral you might want more. So navy cardigan, navy trousers, I would probably want a navy top, a pair of navy shoes, a navy handbag, perhaps even a necklace that is in navy, because those pieces are a great foundation for building around, because obviously navy being a neutral, you can wear it with any other colour. So I can start to bring in other colours into the wardrobe based on those navy pieces. And again, so when I bring in this pink to go with the navy pieces, then I might wear it with navy shoes. I might bring in a pair of pink shoes if I wanted to make this one of the sort of accent colours of the capsule. I might add a pink necklace with it. I might add a pink dress then that goes under the cardigan. That means that we've got several pieces in that colour. So with your neutrals, I would say you probably want 5 or 6 pieces. With your accent colours, you want at least 3. Also to bring in some accessories in your accent colours, but starting really to make sure that you have got neutral colours in the wardrobe so that you can always build outfits around those. And typically I would say you want 2 neutrals in your capsule. So it might be that I go for the navy and then have ivory or white or cream as my second neutral. Perhaps if it was a summer wardrobe. If it was a winter wardrobe, I might choose a charcoal grey as my second neutral. Or perhaps a chocolate brown like I'm wearing today. Now, another tip that I would give you when you're trying to create a capsule wardrobe is don't rush it. I know there's going to be the desire to immediately have this beautiful wardrobe ready and waiting for you to go, but it does take time, because sometimes what happens is you'll find something that you absolutely love that you want to build into the capsule wardrobe, but perhaps you don't have anything to go with it. And as I've said, I always recommend that if it's a colour or a print, that you make sure that you have pieces that will go with that print. So if we go back to this print, with this one, it's quite easy because it's got navy in it. So you can always find navy in the shops. But let's say I wanted to have some accessories, or perhaps a cardigan in that lovely bright orange, and I can't find anything at the moment. Sometimes you do have to be patient, and then suddenly you will see something, or that particular colour will be a seasonal trend this season, and you'll find pieces in the wardrobe. So don't despair, and do try and understand that it could take several seasons for you to create that perfect capsule wardrobe. The thing that I would recommend is that you make sure that those key pieces that you've got in your neutral colours, you've always got them in there. So these trousers I've had for about 4 years, and they're great because they do wash and wear beautifully. But if they were starting to get perhaps faded from washing, or they were starting to show real wear, then I would need to replace them. Because they're such a key piece of the wardrobe, they're something that I know I always want to have in there. So if your key pieces are starting to get perhaps a bit dated or a little bit scruffy, make sure that you do replace them, and you always keep those key pieces. The other thing I would say is, if you've got a key piece in a neutral colour that works really well, is look out for it in either perhaps another neutral colour that you can bring into the wardrobe. So for example, for me, I've got this little cami which I wear a lot in a neutral cream, and it might be that it would be great for me to add one in a navy blue, because then that will go with all of the navy blue pieces, and obviously with all the accent colours as well. So if you have got something that is a real sort of essential piece in your wardrobe, it is worth looking for it in other colours. Now you could also then add it in an accent colour as well that you can wear with the neutral pieces. So as an example, slightly longer cami, but a similar sort of thing. I've got it in an accent colour, and of course I can then pair it with my neutral navy blue. So to round up a few more tips there for you is to don't worry if it takes you a little bit of time or a few seasons to create your capsule wardrobe. Make sure that you always replace those essential pieces when they get worn or they're no good anymore. And if you have got some essential pieces in neutral colours, perhaps duplicate them in another neutral colour, or perhaps duplicate them in one of your accent colours as well. So once you've got your colour scheme created, and you know how many outfits that you want to create, and you've worked out how many pieces that means that you actually need, you can then start putting the capsule wardrobe together and making a list of all the items that you want to find and in which colours. And then as you start to build the wardrobe, ticking off from your list, creating outfits with those items. And a great way to keep a record of the outfits is just to take a selfie and keep a separate album on your phone of all the outfits that you've created, so that you can always find something to wear really quickly. Now once you have got all of your pieces together, you might want to then think about what I call an outfit formula. So it's putting together outfits in a combination that you know works for you. Now obviously you need to be able to understand your colouring and your body shape and your personal style to do this. But what I like to do is have a couple of outfit formulas that I work to, and quite often that will be something like what I'm wearing today, which would be a pair of slim leg trousers, a longer tunic top and a waterfall cardigan. That is one of my very typical outfit formulas that I repeat and repeat. You can see that I've got another waterfall cardigan in the orange. I've got another one in the navy blue. I have these kind of tunic tops in prints. I have them in plain colours. I've got another one in a red. I have my slim leg trousers in a range of colours. And then to sort of ring the changes, that's where you start to bring in accessories that really sort of add that oomph to the outfit and make it a little bit more special, make it a little bit more individual to you. And when you're looking at accessories, again, you always want to have some accessories in there in your neutral colours because they will go with everything and help pull your outfits together. But you might want to pick out a set in your accent colour as well. So it may be that if I had orange as my accent colour, I had a pair of orange shoes, an orange handbag, an orange necklace, or a scarf that's perhaps got an orange print. So I would say if you're going for a minimum starting from scratch, I would have one set in a neutral, one set in an accent, and quite often I think one set in a metallic is a really good way to go, because obviously metallics go with everything as well. If it's a gold or a silver or a pewter, it will go with all of your colours. But you can also use them for day or evening. So in the summer, metallic shoes look great during the day, perhaps a pair of gold wedges. In the winter, a pair of metallic shoes obviously is brilliant for Christmas. So if you do buy a pair of metallic shoes, they could literally take you through the whole of the year, from summer through to winter. So with your accessories, again, think about those neutral colours, the accent colours. Think about using some prints, perhaps a scarf that's got a print in it, which includes an accent and a neutral from your capsule wardrobe. And also think about bringing in some metallics as well. Now that's a very quick run through of some of the steps to take when you're creating a capsule wardrobe from scratch. As I said, there's a lot more detail in the capsule wardrobe blueprint. If you're watching this during lockdown as well, then because we've got a lot more time on our hands, I have got a special offer for you. You can get 20% off of the capsule wardrobe blueprint if you use the code LOCKDOWN when you check out. And I also give you some other really good methods of keeping a catalogue of outfits in there as well. So if you have any questions about creating a capsule wardrobe, then please do leave them in the comments section. If you would like more information on the step-by-step process that I use, again, just leave me a comment. If you like this video, then please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye for now.